Right, hello. I want to talk about something I saw in the news just about 10 minutes ago. I saw this on Sky News, um, and I've now found the article on The Guardian, and I want to talk about it. So, what this is um, this couple who are plotting a terrorist attack um, using a knife. Now, this is nothing new, this is quite common now, unfortunately. Um, I've got some defensive points I'd like to make on this. Um, Now, on previous videos, I've said terrorists and the like gangsters, whatever, are not using expensive knives, £100 knives. Well, this is an exception. This pair has purchased a very expensive, well, not a very expensive knife, but an expensive, fighting knife or whatever knife you want, the sort that people would collect. They paid apparently £120 for this knife. It looked to me like a K-bar. Something similar to this. This is the K-bar USMC fighting knife. These cost about £80. Usually, crime and terrorism is used. They use kitchen knives. Now, this is what I want to make my point on. They did use an expensive knife, a fighting knife, a military knife. That's what my video is going to be about this time. Now, they used a training dummy in their home to practice stabbing, from what the article says. My point is, that could have been any knife. It could have been a kitchen knife. I don't see. Basically, I'm countering a potential ban to these kind of knives, and I'd like to highlight this section of the article here, where it says that you could conceal in your clothing. Knives like these, they're quite big. They're not meant to be concealed. They're not designed to be concealed. I mean, most of them come in sheaths like this. Either a sheath like this or a plastic sheath, or a scabbard. They're not meant to be concealed. And this is my biggest point, that is that they're not meant to be concealed. But it's not difficult to conceal a knife. It really isn't. You don't need a knife that's specially designed to be concealed, which these were not. You can conceal any knife. Allow me to demonstrate. Did you know I had that in there the entire time? Probably not. Piece of folded up paper with some tape quickly makes a sheath that can be stored up your arm. Now this kitchen knife, which was pretty easy to buy out of Asda, is actually bigger than this fighting knife. This would do you more damage. Doesn't matter what kind of knife you ban or what kind of restrictions you put in place. People are still going to use them for crime, and they're still going to use them for terrorism. If there's someone with hate in their heart or hate in their minds, if you've got these hateful, evil individuals who want to inflict suffering, pain, death, whatever, on other people, when you've got these people that are hell bent on doing that, they will find a way. It doesn't matter what laws, what regulations, what restrictions, whatever you put on them, they'll still find a way to do it. This could have just as easily been an explosive, or a hammer, or an axe, or whatever. There have been some terror attacks using hammers or axes. And again, what if it was a vehicle attack? If it was a vehicle attack, there's pretty much nothing you could have done apart from shoot them while they're halfway through it. Now, honestly, I have to say it is a good thing, of course, that the police were able to stop them. At least that's what I've read. Maybe I misread that, I don't know. I don't think they managed to carry out the attack. But of course it's good that they've managed to stop them. They've obviously saved lives. But banning knives will not save lives. Instead of banning things, let people have things like pepper spray and batons so they can blind the attacker temporarily and knock the knife out of their hands so they're able to run and call the police, instead of feeding the general public this run, hide and tell bullshit, which is probably more likely to get them killed. I'd like to make a side note on the so-called training dummy. I'm assuming by that this is probably something that they've bought, a martial arts training device of some description, something that was in the shape of a human that was designed to be stabbed. That could have just as easily been a punching bag, like boxers use. Because of course in boxing, the bag is meant to represent a live person that you are fighting. So any restrictions on practicing equipment is just plain silly and pointless. I think I also read somewhere that they purchased a training knife and practiced with that. These are usually made of plastic. I thought about purchasing a couple myself just for the fun of it. Now again, the thing with training knives, not that hard to make one. All you need is some really basic woodworking tools and some wood, and you can make them. Hell, a lot of them are made of wood. Are you going to ban wooden products now? You know, replicas. You're going to ban wooden replicas. Or even they could have just went to the pound shop and used a toy knife, for God's sake. You know, I could see. Now, the reason I'm making this argument or saying these things is because I can see people saying, right, we need to ban this kind of knife. We need to ban the training equipment. You know, we need to ban the training bags. We need to ban the training knives. Not going to make a difference. Criminals, gangsters, terrorists, whatever, they'll use anything. Okay? We've seen this time and time again. Right now, the most popular weapon for a terrorist is a vehicle. A big truck, a lorry, something like that. These people have a lot of hate in their hearts. They will do what they're going to do. I'm not saying sit down and do nothing and let them do it. I'm strongly against that idea actually, but I don't think further restrictions on the general public is the answer. And censorship of the internet, of course, is certainly not the answer. I think the general public should be allowed to see these hateful ideas so we can argue with them to say, no, this is wrong. Hell, maybe even persuade these people otherwise. Now, that's very unlikely, but it's not impossible. I mean, of course, these are all just my opinions. I'm no expert. I'm just a guy sitting here with a computer or a smartphone just giving his opinion and saying, you know, I'm basically just calling out the bullshit. And in this case, calling out the bullshit before it starts, because I can just see the tweets coming in already. I can't actually see them. I've not got Twitter open, but I could just see these people saying, right, we need to ban this, that, and other thing. Well, it's not going to make a bloody difference. Just while I'm at it, you don't even need to make a sheath or anything. Look, kitchen knife, hoodie. Right, there we go. It's concealed. If I was walking down the street, you're going to know that was there until I decide to pull it out and stick you with it. Now, I would like to say, before I end this video, this is in no way designed, no way intended to educate you on how to conceal a knife. This is not to promote terrorism or violence I'm strongly against stabbing people. I'm strongly against terrorism or knife crime or anything of the sort. Do not harm another person. It is wrong. Now, I'm just saying that so I'm not branding an extremist or demonstrating that you can carry a knife like that. That's nothing new. You know, people have known that for years. I'm pretty sure some people do the same thing with metal bars. I mean, let's talk about this for example. Just your ordinary utility knife. Bloody easy to conceal them. Really quick to open. Okay, you're not going to do much stabbing with that, but you know, if a terrorist could take at least one or two lives with these, you know, all they need to do is take this out of their back pocket in a busy place like London and just slice their throat, and that's it. And there's no way the police would be there on time to stop that. Now again, not giving everyone suggestions. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm just trying to show that any new proposed laws won't make a difference. We need to be allowed to protect ourselves. The government needs to give us that right back. Okay, um, before my recording abilities run out, you know, I'm only able to come for 15 minutes. I'm gonna end it there. So thank you for watching. I hope you found it informative. Please give me a like and please subscribe. Alright, I'll see you soon. Thanks, bye.